somebody dies, somebody you love. When you are sad, and you're sad and lamentation, it's normal to miss someone whom you love. You agree with me, no? Yes. But indulging in missing is ignorance. Oh, I wish you were here, then you could help me. I'm going to be lost without you. Who's going to help me to live anymore? That's called lamentation. I would not be able to manage without you. You have gone away, leaving me alone. The crying, the people who cry, that's how they think. That's ignorance. How should you deal with it? Yes, I love you, I miss you, but I let you go. And life has to go on. Cut it short. I love you, I miss you, life has to go on. Thank you very much for the good time, but life has to go on. If I go on lamentation, I am making myself sad and confused, and people around me also confused. So when the thought comes up, yes, I miss you, I love you, thank you for the good time we had, bye, life has to go on. And you go on your own, continue in your samsaric process. Supposing somebody leaves you without dying, husband, wife, son or daughter, no, husband or wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, instead of feeling sad and bad, why not try this? It's a wonderful place. How wonderful, I'm free. How wonderful, I'm free. There's more fish in the sea than ever came out of it. I'm not in prison anymore. You see, just the right attitude will help you to overcome the personal loss. I mean, it's okay if you're going to bring that person back by lamentation. No, it doesn't. Feeling sad and bad and lamenting doesn't bring the person back, so bye. Thank you for setting me free. Don't forget that. How wonderful I'm free. Don't forget this phrase. Anybody who leaves you, whom you like, whom you care, use that. So there are many areas in our life. By thinking about it, we cannot change. But by using the practice of meditation, we can completely transform ourselves. From a person who reacts with sadness, with anger very quickly, to a person who is cool. No reaction, only if necessary right action. Is that enough reason, do you think? Yes. Why you should meditate? Also, knowing yourself. I mean, now if you get angry, you want to get rid of the object of anger or escape from the object of anger, right? But using meditation, you don't have to get rid of the object of anger, you get rid of the anger. You can keep the object. If it's your husband, your wife, Yes, sometimes a loving, beautiful, caring man or woman suddenly turns into a different person. That's the nature. We all change all the time. As long as the changes are compatible, you could stay together. Once it becomes incompatible, staying becomes suffering. When you get into a relationship, we don't think about this. Sometimes relationships go as 25 years, 30 years, 40 years and let go. So, as soon as you enter into a relationship, you know that one day you have to let go. The other person will die, or you will die, or the person will separate from you, or you will separate from the other person. So when you know the impermanent is the nature of all relationships, all things, then you don't get too attached to these things. You use them wisely. You use your relationship with your husband wisely, with your wife, with your parents, with your children, everything you use them wisely. You know, you get together, fall in love, have children, and you become very attached to your children, and they grow up and then they leave you and start their own life. And then you are back to square number one. The old couple back together again, no more children around you. This is the way of life. You got to understand this. When you get involved with a man and you want to marry him, you got to think of him, how good is he going to be as a father? Most people don't think about it. Young people, they never think whether my wife is going to be a good mother or a good father, or my husband is going to be. But these are things you have to think. If you think he hasn't got the making of a good father, don't marry him. You can be friends with him, but don't marry him. Don't have children. Or a good mother. If you're not going to be a good mother, don't have children from that mother. Before you get married, this is very important to think of the other person, whether the other person can be a good father to your children or a good mother to your children. These are things young people always. You ask anybody who falls in love and got married, how long did it last? 2 years, 3 years? They say 2-3 years, no more. The flame of love, after that. So, when you meet and fall in love, they say it's blind, no? So you don't see any faults of the other person. The faults are also perfect. And after 2 or 3 years, the flame goes away and you start seeing each other's faults. Shortcomings, inconsistencies. Then if you can bear it together, you stay, otherwise you go apart. So, be aware of that. This love that you are thinking you cherish so much, the flame lasts only for a few years. After that, the reality of the two beings come together. So these are all very important things people forget. In my mind, this love is the biggest lie that has been concocted by human beings. Who's responsible? The Romance writers. The authors who write romantic books, novels, the theater that makes everything larger than life, films also makes larger than life. Singers, musicians, and the media have got together and given mankind this thing called love. And we all fall for it. By the time you realize it doesn't exist, it's too late.